Okay, so hi everyone, this is Divyan from the online classes, and today I am going to teach you about the class 6 mathematics, and the topic is fractions. And in case if you like this, then please share and subscribe. So, what you will learn in this chapter today: what is a fraction, what is the definition of the fraction, okay, how we can represent the fraction on a number line, okay, and how many types of fractions are there, what is equivalent fraction, how we can compare two fractions, how we can reproduce the fractions, and various mathematical operations on fractions, like how we can add two fractions, how we can subtract one fraction from another, how we can multiply two fractions, how we can divide two fractions. Okay, so what is a fraction? Okay, so let's say as of now we have read about the various number system, right? In the number system we have read about the whole number, 1 2 3 4 5 6, all these are natural numbers, right? Whole numbers. But if we, let's say we have one pizza, okay, and there are four pupils are there, okay, and I have to distribute this pizza into between four pupils. So how you will divide? We have one pizza, one is a whole number, right? We have one pizza, one is a whole number. But how we will divide this one into four? So what we will do? We will cut this pizza into four equal parts. Okay, we'll cut this pizza into four equal parts, and then we can distribute one piece to each member, and this one part, this colored part, okay, this part will be denoted as, how we can denote this, as 1 divided by 4. Okay, it means that we had one pizza, and for one pizza we have done four parts. Okay, okay, so this 1 by 4 is known as a fraction. Okay, what we can say, what is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is a fraction. And in terms of mathematical definition, how we can say, let's say we have a fraction like a upon b, then a and b both are numbers, whole numbers, where b is not equal to 0. This is the definition of the fraction here. And what a will be called as a numerator, and what b will be called as a denominator. Okay, you understood what is the fraction, what is the definition? A fraction, a upon b, is the quotient of a whole number a divided by whole number b, where b is not equal to 0. This is the definition of the whole number. Okay, now let's say we have, instead of four people, we have, let's say, eight people. How many people we have? Eight people. So how we can divide, like, so we have now, this is, these are the four. Now what we can do, we can again cut two more, and then now this each one part will be denoted as 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8 means there were one pizza, and we have done 8 equal pieces, and single piece will be denoted as 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8. So 1 upon 8, because we are doing the part of one pizza, right? So all these fractions, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 8, obviously will be less than 1. Okay, I hope you got this point. Hmm? Okay, So let me just erase this. So our next part is okay. So let's say we have one diagram, okay, and this diagram has 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 5 parts. We have how many? 5 parts. Okay. Let's say I colored these 2 parts. Okay. So what we can say? Total how many parts we have? 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts we have. Okay. Let's say if I say how many parts are colored. So how will we can denote 2 parts are colored, right? So 2 upon 5 part of this rod is colored, okay, and 3 are remaining, right? 3 upon 5 part is not colored, okay. Okay, we can say that, right? Now let's say there are questions like, let's say we have total 15 balls. How many balls we have? 15 balls. Okay, now we have in a box we have how many balls? Let's say we have fetched, we have withdrawal, or we have uh, let's say 3 upon 5 balls, 3 by 5 balls or 15 balls we have removed from the box. uh, Sorry, 3 upon 5, 3 upon 5 of 15. There were 15 balls, right? And 3 upon 5 we have removed. So how we can calculate this? Okay. So how we can calculate it? 3 upon 5, and of means multiplication, multiplied by 15, right? So 5 1 ja 5, 5 3 ja. So it means we have removed how many balls? 9 balls from the box, and how many are remaining now? 15 minus 9 is remaining in the box, right? Let's say how we can represent the words into the fractions. Let's say I said, okay, 2 3 8 part 3. Let's say I am saying that I need to eat 3 by 8 part of the pizza. So how you can denote this on paper? 3/8 part. 3/8 part means 3 upon 8. 3/8 means 7/18 means 7 upon 18. What does it mean? That there were 3 pizzas and we have done 8 equal parts of the 3 pizzas. There were 7/18 means there were 7 pizzas and we have done 18 equal parts of the pizza. Okay. What do you mean by 2 upon 5? What do you mean by 2 upon 5? There were 2 pizzas and we have equally divided these 2 pizzas into 5 equal parts, right? Okay. This is how you can denote the fraction on the paper. Okay. Got it? Let's say for an example, I want to convert 15 minutes, or how much is the 15 minute of an hour? How much is the 15 minute of an hour? 15 minute 15 minutes of an hour. Okay, so in an hour we how many minutes we have? 60 minutes. In an hour how many minutes we have? 60 minutes. So what we can do? 15 upon 60 minutes, right? So 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4, 15 minutes of an hour is equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, you got? Okay, now how we can represent the fraction on a number line? Okay, so let's say we have one line, this is our line, right? Okay, and it starts from here. Let's say this is the 0 and this is the 1 and this is the 2. Okay, and this is our 3. Okay, we have to represent this. Now we have to represent 1 upon 4 on this line. So how we can represent 1 upon 4 means for one thing we have to divide that thing into the 4 equal parts. So let's say we have from 0 to 1 we have one part, right? From 0 to 1 we have one part. Now for this part we have to divide this into 4 equal parts, right? 1, 2 and 3. So if you count the part, one is this one is this one, 2, 3, 4, 4 parts, right? So if we want to denote this 1 by 4 on this number line system, so where we can put this 1 by 4? 1 by 4, then 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and then 1. Now let's say I want to represent 1 एक सही 1/4 means 1 is to 1 upon 4. So how we can so 1 whole 1 upon 4, how we can represent is, so we have 1 whole means from here to here we have 1. Now again 1 upon 4 we have to represent, then we have to divide this into 4 equal parts, 2, 3. So 1 whole 1 upon 4 will come over here. Okay, similarly 2 whole 1 upon 4, then how we can represent? So 2 whole and then again, so here somewhere it will come 2 whole 1 upon 4. What? You got my point? This is how we can represent a fraction on a number line system. Let's say for an example I want to represent 1 upon 5. So let's say this is our line, and how you can denote, this is 0 and this is 1, 2, 3 and this is 4. Okay, and now I have to represent 1 upon 5. Okay, so we have to divide 1, 2, 3 and 4. So total how many points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5 equal parts are there. So 1 upon 5, this will be your 1 upon 5. Right? This point will be your 1 upon 5. This point will be 2 upon 5. This point will be 3 upon 5. Similarly, I can say 1 whole and 1 upon 5. Then how you can represent 1 whole plus again 1 upon 5. Okay. So from here to here will be known as 1 whole 1 upon 5. This is how you can represent the fraction uh, on the line system. Okay. Now there is the concept for the. You got my point? In case of any question, just let me know. Okay. Now, what is the equivalent fraction, and how we can represent the equivalent fraction? Okay. So what is the equivalent fraction? Okay. So let's say we have one circle, right? This is our one circle. This is our another circle. This is our another circle. This is our another circle. Okay. So let's say we have this circle and we have divided this circle into two parts. Okay. And out of this, one is colored, one is not colored. Okay. So what we can represent? How many colored are there? 1 upon 2. Right. One is colored. Okay. So now let's say this is our system. In this we have two parts are colored. So how we can represent? 2 upon 4. Let's say this is again our, right, and this 4 part is colored. So how we can represent? 4 upon 8. So if you see this, all these are equivalent fraction, because in this half is colored, in this half is colored, in this half area is colored, right? But the representation is different. 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 4 upon 8, right? Right. But if you see the figure, then in figure you can see half of the circle is colored in every picture, right? So these are called the equivalent fraction, right? Equivalent fraction can be formed by multiplying or dividing the numerator denominator by the same number, right? How you can, let's say I have 1 upon 3 and I am saying that you need to find next 3 equivalent fractions. So how you can do? First one is 1 by 3. Second one is you can multiply this numerator into 2 into 2. So how it will come? 2 upon 6. Next time you can do into 3 into 3. 3 upon 9. Right? With the same number you can multiply the numerator and denominator. 4, next time you can multiply by 4. 4 into 1, 4 into 2. Next equivalent fraction will be 4 upon 12. This is how you can write any number of equivalent fraction. Okay. Okay, you got my point. Let's say if you want to write the equivalent fraction for 1 upon 5, so what you can do? What will be the next equivalent fraction? 1 upon 5, 2 upon 10. 2 upon 10 will be the next equivalent fraction. Okay, now there's a question. Let's say how you will solve it. 2 upon 3 is equal to and we don't know what is over here, question mark, divided by 18. So how you can solve it? So what we can do, since we do not know what is over here, we can assume this is, let's say this is x. Okay, and then we can do the cross multiplication. So 3 into x is equal to 3x is equal to 3x is equal to 18 into 2, 36, right? So hence x is equal to 36 divided by 3. Okay, so it will be 12. 12 will be your answer. Okay, this is how you can okay. And another thing is, you have seen the equivalent fraction, right? I just mentioned that 5 upon 10, right? Now this is fraction, right? But this is the number which it is basically this numerator and denominator have the common fraction, right, by which we can divide this. So we can cut this. So 5 1 is 5, 5 to the 10. So now 1 upon 2 is the fraction, is the equivalent. So 1 by 2 is the equivalent fraction for the 5 upon 10. Okay, got my point? Okay. So we can say we have converted this fraction into the simplest form. Okay, this is called the simplest form of the fraction. Okay, so there are uh, various type of fractions are there. Okay, for an example, are you getting? In case if you are not getting, just let me know. Okay, so there are various type of fractions are there. First fraction is the like fraction. First fraction is the like fraction. So what is like fraction? Like fraction is, for example, we have let's say 3 upon 8, 1 upon 8, okay, 7 upon 8, 5 upon 8. All these fractions have the denominator is common. When the fraction having the same denominator are called the like fractions. Okay, and what is unlike fraction? What is let's say now I have added 11 upon 13 in this. Now this is not an combining, this is not an example of like fraction. This is the unlike fraction. When the denominators are different, then it is the unlike fraction. Okay, what is the what is the proper fraction and what is the improper fraction? Proper fraction is when the numerator is less than the denominator, it is called the proper fraction. What is proper fraction? When let's say this is 1 upon 3, 1 is less than 3, numerator is less than the denominator, then this is the example for the proper fraction. What is improper fraction? Let's say if I say 3 upon 2, now here numerator is greater than the denominator, then this type of fraction will be known as the improper fraction. Okay, and then what is the mixed fraction? When we have the combination of the whole number plus the fraction. Okay, let's say if I say 1 whole and 1 by 2, this is an example of the mixed fraction. Okay, and how we can solve this mixed fraction? 2 multiplied by 2 1 ja 2 plus 2, here we can do multiply 2 1 ja 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 upon 2. This is how we can solve the mixed fraction. Okay, you got this point? You got all these, what is like fraction, what is unlike fraction, what is proper fraction, what is improper fraction, what is mixed fraction, and how we can solve the mixed fraction. Okay, okay, now how we can compare two fractions, which one is lesser, which one is greater. Okay, now I have written, let's say two fractions, 1 upon 4. I will give an example of, let's say, and 2 upon 4. First I will give this example. Okay, so how you can decide that which fraction is greater and which fraction is, why 2 upon 4 is greater? Because the rule is when we have the same denominator, then when we have the like fraction, then in that case the fraction is greater which has the greater numerator. This is the definition. Now let's say if I can say 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 5. Now in this, which one is greater? When we have the same numerator, then which fraction is greater? Greater which has the lower denominator, lowest denominator, then that fraction is greater. Okay, and this is the sign for the greater and this is the sign for the lesser. Okay, this is how you can denote. Now this is another way via which you can find out which fraction is greater and which fraction is lesser. What is that method? This is the rule. When we have the same denominator or same numerator, then in that case this is how you can find. Now there's another. Let's say we have two fractions. Okay, 1 upon 5 and 2 upon, let's say, 8. Okay, now in this case the both the rules which I just told are not applying, right? Because the numerator are different, denominator are different. So how will you uh, uh, how will you calculate the which fraction is greater or which fraction is lesser? Okay, so what you can do is you have to take the LCM for 5 and 8. What will be the LCM of the 5 and 8 is, let's say, 40, right? So 5 8 ja 40 and 8 1 ja 8, and this 8 5 ja 40, 5 2 ja 10. Now what we have done is basically there are two fractions now, 8 upon 40 and 10 upon 40. What we have done in this case, we have made their denominator, now their denominator are same. Now you can easily find out which fraction is greater and which fraction is, now in this, which fraction is greater? 10 upon 40, right? This is how you can, right? This is how you can calculate, right? This functionality is called as comparing the fractions and comparing the so this is like fraction, comparing the like fraction and comparing the unlike fraction. Okay, this is how you can calculate, okay, by using the LCM and the HCF method. Okay, now there all the mathematical operations we can perform on the fractions, right? Like for example addition, for example subtraction, for example multiplication, for example division. Let's say there is an example 5 upon 6 and you want to add 3 plus 3 upon 4. This is how you have to add. What you can do, it very easy method is to take the LCM. 6 4 ja 24 and then 12 will be the LCM. Okay, 6 2 ja 12 and 2 5 ja 10 plus 4 3 ja 3 3 ja 9. So what will be the answer? 19 upon 12, right? Same way we can do the minus over here. Let's say if you want to subtract 3 by 4 from the 5 by 6, and then so this is how you just need to replace the sign. 10 minus 9 is equal to 1 upon 12 will be the answer. You can yes, you can, yes, right? This is how you can calculate. Now the answer is 19 upon 12. You can convert this fraction. This is the improper fraction, right? This is an example of the improper fraction. You can convert this improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So 1 whole and then 7 upon 12, right? This is how. So I have covered the addition, I have covered the subtraction, right? Now the next is how you can do the multiplication of the fraction. Okay, so how you can do the multiplication of the fraction? Let's say we have two fractions, okay, and you want to multiply these two fractions. Okay, so let's say 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. So simple, 1 into 1 is equal to 1 and 4 to the 8. This is how you can multiply. So denominator multiplied by numerator, denominator multiplied by denominator. This is called the, okay. Now next is division. Let's say you have 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4. How, what you can do? Instead of division, you can do the multiplication. 1 by 2 multiplied by this. When we convert this division into multiplication, this will change. 4 will be the numerator and 1 will be the denominator. 4 into 4 divided by 2, and then 2 to the 4, answer will be 2. This is how you can do the multiplication, division, subtraction, okay, of the fraction. I hope you have got my point, got my the question, the answer for all the questions, right? Second is second second is the when I was explaining the rule for the fraction, right? I have told you, let's say if you find somewhere over here 1 upon 0, what does it mean? This is not the fraction, because in fraction denominator cannot be 0 at any given point of time. And what will be the value of this? When we divide any number by 0, what will be the value? The value will be the infinite. What will be the value? Value will be the infinite. Now let's say if I say 0 upon 2, then what will be the value? Then 0. Okay. Numerator can be 0, but denominator cannot be 0 in a fraction. Okay. This is how the fraction works. Any other question you have? Okay. And LCM, SCF I will cover in the next chapter. So, but for the fraction, in case if you have any question, please let me know, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.